Hello, my name is Dana Rath, and I'm going to be taking you through how I prepare the excerpt from Overture to Bartered by Smetana. I remember last year I offhandedly mentioned this excerpt as a bit of a joke because of how fast and difficult it is, but don't let that deter you from learning it this time. I first always start by listening to the excerpt. Even though I'm already familiar with this one, I wanted to refresh my memory. I like the videos where you can follow along with the score so you can see what the other parts are doing. Of course, I also check out the videos of orchestras playing live for differences of interpretation, tempi, sound quality, and any potential bowings or fingerings that I might get ideas from. I take some notes of these in my music so I can remember later. Next, I like to go through and write in any fingerings, trying them both at slow and fast tempi. For this excerpt, I want to avoid shifting around as much as possible, so I tried to stay in first position a lot. Here's a picture of the fingerings that I use in case you want to try them out. And now I'm going to go ahead and play the excerpt. So the first thing you might notice is that I'm playing it a bit slower than you would hear in recordings. I do this for the sake of clarity. To me, I'd rather hear every note pretty clearly, and at a fast enough tempo, I don't think you can really notice a real difference in character either. Since I'm playing by myself in an audition, it's more important to show that I can play cleanly and without rushing, and by taking a few notches off the tempo, I think one can achieve that more easily and with less stress. Also, if you find yourself playing behind a screen at a real audition, you will probably feel nervous and end up playing faster anyways, in which case you will have already practiced at a more conservative tempo, so you hopefully won't go out of control. I find it helpful with these fast excerpts to work them up from a very slow tempo to your goal, while at the same time playing all the dynamics, articulations, and phrasing that you plan to do in the audition or performance. This way you can learn everything at once, but at a slow, relaxed pace. If you start by playing slowly, your hands will be much more relaxed overall, which will greatly help in playing those fast passages, especially in the areas where you shift up above fourth position. If you don't work it up slowly and you attempt to play only a few times slowly and then at a medium tempo a few times and then finally at your goal tempo, I almost 100% guarantee that you will have very tense left hand and fingers. So use this gradual, slow repetition to secure the musical details and keep yourself feeling relaxed. If you use my fingerings, just be careful with that open A string. I mean, be aware that when you touch it, it will ring much brighter, so listen out for that. It's especially easy to knock it a little too hard when crossing strings, so take extra time to prepare your arm ahead of time. Speaking of string crossings, this excerpt is full of rapid string crossings between A and D string, so keep your elbow more elevated to make it easier to go between. After listening to a bunch of recordings too, I noticed how the piano sections always play with a more brushy, softer stroke rather than something spiccato sounding. I think maybe in the recording that I did, that effect got a little lost because of how sound gets recorded and getting rid of certain overtones. So it sounds more clear and bright than it actually is in person. Anyway, I would just go for something that's brushier again and sounds almost sparkling. Try your best to stay piano throughout this section too. It's very easy to increase in volume without thinking when playing something fast and difficult, so just be aware of it. You can do some light shading of the phrases when they go up or down, but the median sound level should return every time. It seems a little too basic to even mention this, but the dynamics and accents in this excerpt should be exaggerated. I'm thinking particularly of the difference in dynamic between the opening and this forzando piano subito section, a few lines down. The drop should be massive, but the notes should still be clear. Also, ideally, you want to hear a difference later when it's marked pianissimo, so you must think in advance to save some sound for that drop as well. Anyway, that's all I really have to say about this excerpt. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you'll enjoy performing this in the real context someday. Thanks!